All right, teammate, two, you ready?
Yeah. Yes.
With him, because Dion, when he played, he would get on the offense as a receiver sometimes. But of course, he played, he would do punt or kick returns. But you got this dude right here. And he went to our alma mater, Jackson State, 5-star recruit. I saw him play a lot last year. But he's an excellent DB. But how...
He's an excellent receiver.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. How?
Generational talent. Travis Hunter is a guy that can go first round as a DB and first round as a receiver.
Y'all heard it from an NFLer now. I know I've said it.
Yeah, if he decided, hey, I want to get drafted as a receiver, team's gonna line up to get him as a receiver. If he say he don't want to play DB no more, he gonna go first round and he's gonna be the first receiver taken.
Which pays the most money? Because I remember Dion saying he was looking up how much money when he was about to get drafted DBs made, and he was like, nah. Well,
yeah, it was all quarterbacks, and it was quarterbacks back then, and it was just quarterbacks. It wasn't even receivers wasn't getting the type of money, you know.
But a person like him being a dual threat, because I've listened to him, and he does want to play both positions. That adds to his value.
Yeah, but in the NFL, it's extremely hard to play both positions. Now, the way that things are evolving, the NFL is going to have to go the route that these colleges are going. You know, because if you don't draft Travis Hunter in the way that he's playing now, then you're not getting the total value out of the guy that you're drafting. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, that's just like the read option. All the colleges were running the read option. All the top quarterback, everybody, the offenses. So it forces the NFL to have to go back to the read option. I mean, we were, not just the regular option, but the read option, RPO, which that has to pass off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So you see all the pro teams running that because of of what the colleges are doing. That's just what's being offered. I mean, that's what all the colleges are doing, and they're developing the offenses and the quarterbacks to run those RPOs. So that's what you're getting in the NFL. Now, getting back to Travis Hunter. Yeah, you got to get. If I'm a team, he's gonna be the first pick of the draft. You know what I'm saying? If I got the first pick, that's who I'm getting.
He that good. I mean, I know he good, but
yeah, this dude is like Jordan. This dude can hang in the air forever.
Dang.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, you know, I met him when he was at Jackson State, when he was being recruited for Jackson State on the sideline, and actually Neely was like, "Hey, this Travis Hunter, the number one recruit in the country, committed to Florida State." I went to him and shit. I talked to him. I didn't know how good he was. I didn't know he was that dude. Yeah, but I remember having a nice long conversation with him, and he was all in before I talked to him. And that was on his recruiting. After that boom came in and he seen all them black people, them 50, 60,000 in the stand, it was all over.
And
it was all over. So I can't give myself no credit for him coming to Jackson State. But I'm for him to see that, man, I'm from here. I came out of here. So it was good for those recruits during that time to get a chance to see to see athletes who had come out of Jackson State and been drafted highly and had high success in the NFL and played a long team-was NFL career.
And I live in Texas, in Dallas, and I talk about Jackson State all the time. And I quiz people about Jackson State because they don't know. And what I talk about is how many Hall of Famers Jackson State has, or who has more Hall of Famers in the state of Mississippi. Is it Ole Miss?
Comparable to Ole Miss, Mississippi State,
Mississippi State, and USM.
Yeah,
Jackson State has more than all three of them jokers combined.
Have always had more.
Yes, a black school
have always had more since the beginning of time.
Yes, and they be like, really? I'm like, you don't believe it? Google it.
Yeah, all you gotta do is Google it.
It's right there. We got the most Hall of Famers than the three top schools combined.
But on top of that, KD, our Hall of Famers that we got are super Hall of Famers. They ain't just no regular Hall of Famers.
Yeah, that's true.
We're talking about Walter Payton, Lim Barney, Jackie Slater, and Rob Brazile. I know it took Rob Brazile forever to get in, but come on now, that's Dr. Doom. He wasn't no regular linebacker playing back in the day. Lim Barney wasn't no regular DB playing for Detroit. Jackie Slater, come on now, Google Jackie Slater.
Exactly.
If you don't know who Walter Payton is, then end the conversation with him.
Exactly.
So it wasn't no just. You can't even name Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and USM Hall of Famers.
I know one, and that would be Brett Favre. That's it.
Okay. Well, USM.
No, I'm talking about combined.
Combined. Wow.
The three schools, I just know one. I mean, that's just real talk. I mean, but see,
and Ole Miss just got another one. What's our boy that played for 49, number 52? I forgot his name. Just recently got into the NFL.
Oh, yeah. Played for San Francisco.
The linebacker. His name skips me right now.
He played for San Francisco 49ers.
Yes.
Retired very early, but he was very good, though.
Yeah, he just went in last year or the year before.
Last year. For people that may not know, Jimmy comes from a lineage of football. His dad played professional football. A lot of people may not know it, but he went to Jackson State too.
Yeah, my dad got drafted by the NFL and the majors. Got drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates too.
Now that I didn't know. He never told me that.
Yep.
Wow.
And so he went to, and Detroit Lions was trying to draft him as a tight end. Well, they were.
That's why he was born in Detroit.
Well, after he was drafted by the Cincinnati Bengals 2 years there, he went to Detroit, and they tried to move him to tight end, and that's how I was born in Detroit.
Gotcha. So now, people always say give flowers. So I want to give flowers to one of my best friends. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champion. 2-time second team All-Pro. Probably should have been first team. 5-time Pro Bowler. NFL receptions leader in 1999.
Yeah, I was second team All-Pro. I don't know how that happened.
That's my point.
You know, a lot of people say it was the market and the team that I played for, but how does that factor into
what the numbers are?
What the numbers are and what the performance was.
800.
How do you lead the NFL in receptions and be second team All-Pro?
My point. 862 receptions.
So let me stop you. So that right there alone goes to show you how the business is.
And the business that Jimmy is talking about is the Hall of Fame.
Correct.
That's what he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, we all remember. You remember T.O., how hard T.O., it was tough for T.O., even though I didn't agree with his actions and a lot of things that he did, but the numbers are what they are. Terrell Owens should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He shouldn't have had to wait 2, 3, 4, 5 years or however long he had to wait.
Yeah, because you have 862 receptions for 12,287 yards, 67 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's just in 10 years. I mean, that's in 9 years. No, that's in 10 years, dude. Even though I played, I didn't have a catch until I got to Jacksonville.
But that's my point. You played 10 technically because you were with the Cowboys for 2.
Correct.
Barely played for the Eagles because you got injured.
I got released from the Eagles.
Exactly.
Rich Kotite just wanted me to come in there and give them all of Dallas Cowboys secrets on what Michael Irvin and everybody does.
Okay, so you mean to tell me that really does happen? They say it, but that really happens. They'll trade for a player to get information from this team over here.
All the time.
Wow.
That's big in the NFL. If a player gets cut from a team, and especially if that player is disgruntled with the team, the rival's going, you know what I'm saying, the team's rivals are going to pick them up. And and what they're going to do, they're going to say, come right on up in here and tell us everything you can about this team.
Just to win.
Well, it's not just to win. Winning is everything.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, that happens all the time. All the time. That's what teams do.
Wow. This has been an interesting conversation, Jimbo. And when your schedule permits, I wanna do this again, and especially when we go to Boulder. You know, I just want to get your take on what you see with the spring game so we can just talk about this. Because, I know a little something, but you're a professional. And I just want to get that information. Oh, and by the way, Jimbo, what's your website to your business?
My new business, I don't have a website for my new business. My new business is Jimmy Smith's Land and Cattle Company. I don't do the Team 82 no more. I'm into Wagyu cattle now.
And by the way, guys, I am going back home to video his cattle and his farm. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're not done. It's more than just sports. It's sports, but we're going to show you how black folks do it in Mississippi.
Well, I don't know how black folks do it in Mississippi, but you can come see how this ranch is running. This ranch, it's only 200 acres. I wish I would have kept buying more land when I was playing football. But this 200-acre ranch is the best investment that I made out of all the millions of dollars that I've made. I wasted a lot of money on Porsches and yachts, and beach houses, and condos. So I look back on it, I'm like, I wish I could have not bought that Porsche Cayenne Turbo or that Lamborghini Gallardo or that Bentley GT or that Hummer. I wish I could have. One time I remember this may be off the subject, one of my incentive bonus was $814,000. I went straight to the Land Rover dealership and bought 2 Range Rovers. That kind of stuff. When you make so much money that you get stupid in your spending. Yeah. And I wish I had taken that money for them 2 Range Rovers and bought another 100 acres, here or there. So they're just just a little learning, little advice, these younger athletes need to hopefully hear this interview and start thinking about, what if it's all over right now or today or tomorrow.
And that's correct.
I was talking to some young athletes that were here. I consult with a lot of receivers from the area that are in the pros. And I give them, a lot of this advice. They ask the questions about who's the toughest corner. I give them a story about Dion. And then, I tell them, I talk to them about, just the life. When them $500,000 checks stop rolling in every week, things change. And if you go through a divorce, things change, So invest wisely. So I'm glad that I was able to invest wisely and, with my money. If you can make so much money that you can overcome that, but there are a lot of athletes that don't get the chance to make as much money as I did when I was playing. So, invest in wealth. Invest your millions of dollars in wealth and generational wealth, and that starts off by acquiring some land, because they don't make no land no more.
That is correct. God ain't providing no more land. He's already done all he gonna do. That is correct. Jimbo, I have taken up about 50-some minutes of your time.
It's your time too, homeboy.
I appreciate you so much, man. And again, we're not done. We just started.
Yeah, we got a series coming. Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. We're going to keep that going.
Exactly.
So click on that link and hit that subscribe button.
And that's right. Please, guys, he just told you. Click on the link. Subscribe. Don't just view it. Subscribe. You want to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, and I got a box of Jaguar vintage jerseys too. So subscribe. We're gonna put up something and try to get some of them subscribers some items for subscribers. We ain't gonna let you subscribe and fill our pockets with money for nothing. We're gonna give you something in return. So I know we ain't talked about that, KD, but we do have a box. I got a box of jerseys at home that I need to do some giveaways for some subscriptions.
All right, y'all heard him. Subscribe. He got jerseys. All you got to do is let me know so I can.
Well, I ain't saying everybody get no jersey. I ain't saying
not everybody.
But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about how we're going to do it.
For sure. And Jimbo, this is how I get off, and I'm getting ready to tell you right here, because I'm getting ready to be finished. This is KD in the house. I'll holler. Later on, Jimbo.
All right, baby. Later.